We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check, look at me. Door. What's it? Go.
Now Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Ready. 70, Indy. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. He's coming. We got double up. He did it.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Topper! Back 22. Record. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones is complete to Golden Tate. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys can come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Check nine.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Get that ball, D. Get that ball. Hey, Alpha. Check Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Throwing again. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Check 26. Leo. 5.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Down. 60 or.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
57 to Mike. You better be afraid of me. You go.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Set. 60 outlaw. You want to get tired of seeing this. Oh.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is. and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's see what you got. Hey, 80. Check 99. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Oh, 80. Shoot, shoot.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Watch the split. Watch the split.
Darnold now to throw. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Come on, QB, come on. No, no, no. Off. And 80. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the out. Check 43. Tight dog, 80.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And it's caught by Herndon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. And by the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago.
Switch it. Spread, Eddie. Sponge.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Darnold completes it, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Real time. 54, right there. 54, Mike. All day. 80.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Hey, Wahoo!
Here we go on fourth. Darnold, that is caught. It's Perriman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Hot 54. Mike 54. You.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Anunwa's got it, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watch the twist. Ready? Show it up. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Here goes Hut. 57's right. Yeah. We don't want none.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run with Mixon. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
First down. 1st and goal.
Slam.
They'll give it to Mixon. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Five.
Here's Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Ricky. Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. 57.
Here's Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Gay's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. And then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Go. Rock it. Ready.
Now Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hey.
57 to Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Man out.
Now Jones throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one.
Mike 50.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. This is Bell. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Right 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Red 80.
Whip. Watch the whip. Motion.
They'll go again with Bell. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Heavy on the edges.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, zoom.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Come on. You bet. Red 80.
54, Mike.
Darnold on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Back. Red 80. Watch out. Check. Red 80. Mike 54.
And they are going for it. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Here's Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch it.
Throwing again is Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 3. Hey, watch that. Check. Red 80. Mike 50. Hey, Delta.
Darnold to throw again. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
We two jet bombers. We two jet bombers.
Big ass, big ass, big ass. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Red 80.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, a short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that showed a little bit of faith, actually showed a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 11 now. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check right, check right.
Check, Lucky.
Red 80.
Motion.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Check pass. Rush in.
Red 80.
Mike's 54. They can't hang with us.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. 57. Mike, 57.
Throwing Jones. Got a man, Slayton.
Let's go.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check. Fresno.
2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Motion to the backfield. Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 22. Hey, box drop. Mike 22, he's coming. 22, get it.
Jones operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
We're going to start. Mike 57.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Red 80. Hey, Charlie. 57 to Mike. 56.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Get in the weight room.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
I got you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And they take a knee. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up second and 9 at the 33-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Nixon will try the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Again, it's Bell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
54. Here we go, here we go.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Jets, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.